Good morning. Good morning. Happy holidays, everybody. Welcome to Thunderbird HandCrafted. My name is Genevieve, and today and for the next couple Sundays, we will be doing our holiday sewing together. So if you have any goals to make a handmade holiday this season, then this is where we're going to be. So I'm really excited today because I've been working on prepping this all week. I feel like that's the thing I like the most about holiday sewing is like there's such this feeling of anticipation of either nerves, one, because I do have some nerves because we usually try of all the times to try new things, right? We usually try new things, but also the anticipation of the person that you're gifting your your handmade items to, of them opening it and seeing it and loving it, perhaps wearing it, whatever it might be. So I am really excited to share that with you. So if you are joining me and you are sewing holiday gifts, I'd love to know what patterns you're sewing. I think that helps all of us just kind of get ideas because I know I don't have everything fully planned out yet. I should. I have some things planned, but you never know when you're going to find another pattern from someone else that you're like, oh, that would go with the gift I'm making, like what I'm doing today. Or it just triggers, oh, so and so would like that. So please, if you are doing any holiday sewing today, please feel free to drop the name of the patterns you're doing and so forth so that we can all get ideas. Okay. One thing I would love for you to do, because it does help us here on the channel, and like I said, I'm planning on doing more of these, is if you could like this video, that would be really appreciated. If you could comment, share comments, talk to us, hang out. And then also, if you would share it with your sewing friends, encourage other people to join us in doing their holiday sewing with us. So please click the like, share, subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed already, because there's lots more coming. We have so much fun stuff planned for 2026, which I'll share throughout today. We might have a visitor, Erin McCarty from Better Than Your Bandana might be joining us. She also has holiday sewing to do. So when she pops in, I'll be adding her just to hang out and sew with us today. So good morning, Sibby. Good morning, Nicole. Good morning, Penny. Welcome, welcome. Are you guys doing holiday sewing? I'd love to know what you're doing. I'm going to share. I just had my sewing machine manual out because I'm trying something new, of course. And I needed to read up and see if it had any tips for me. Unfortunately, it doesn't have much because I'm trying free motion quilting today. I bought this Bernita. I have a Bernita 475 QE. It's the calf facette or cave facette, however you say it, edition, which is pretty and has flowers. It's my pretty blue color I love, like a robin's egg blue. And I've been making it a goal all year this year to sew more things on it because my old domestic machine, my past domestic machine, was my great aunt's, which was a Singer 600, which I'm realizing after using this with all its bells and whistles, my Singer 600 was more like a semi-industrial than it was an actual domestic machine, which I guess is, I think that's pretty common for older machines, is that older machines were just built like beefier. And so, I've really kind of had, well, you guys have probably seen if you've been following. I had my trials and tribulations with her. We called her Jasmine because of her pretty blue. And she kind of is the princess of the creativity corner. But we're getting there. And I feel like I might be a little bit accomplished because I actually bought a new foot for her. So we're going to give it a go. Let's see. Working on a day trip cell phone wallet by So Sweetness. I love her patterns. And sewing a Swifty themed oxbow tote for your niece. How fun is that? Good morning, Wendy. So did Nicole tell me she's finishing up a bunch of Christmas tree drawstring bags? Oh, was that from a reel? I saw a bunch of people doing those, which I thought those would be really cute, like teacher gifts or like to put in whatever you're giving to a bunch of like people you give small things to, which I think, and also if you're doing any craft fairs, I thought that would be a really good pattern for that. So I was just reading this to see if there was like any tips. I don't know. Is anybody done free motion quilting? Do I need a different needle? I'm not seeing that I need a different needle. I just have a universal needle on my machine right now. So that's why I'm like looking to see, do I need to have a different needle on? I don't think so. So we're just going to go, we're going to go with what we got. Unless you guys tell me otherwise. So what am I making? So I am working on, I had this idea to do sweatshirts, like appliqué sweatshirts. I don't know. I feel like back in the day, back in Girl Scouts, we had done appliqué sweatshirts where we used the puffy paint. Like we put the fabric down and then we outlined it in puffy paint. Anybody else do that in Girl Scouts? You never use anything but a universal needle. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Thank you, ladies. So I got this idea. I thought that would be a fun gift. All of the children in our lives now, oh, and this light is kind of giving us a glare over here. All the children in our lives are adults now. And it's so hard to kind of think what to make the adult kids. Also, like my mom, my mother-in-law, like trying to think of like what can I make them that they will actually like or use. And so I settled on doing for some people these applique sweatshirts. I found these sweatshirts. I'll put the link in the details for you guys. I found these sweatshirts on Amazon. They were like $24. Some of them were a little cheaper than that, depending. Gosh, that light is like crazy. Or is it, which one is it? It's this one over here. Remember, I live in an old farmhouse, so lighting is at a minimum. So I found these. They were decent. Like they're not super cheap, but I figured I wanted them to be nice for them. So I got these off of Amazon. I got a couple different colors and different sizes of people I knew I wanted to probably make this for. And they're really nice, actually. Like here, I'm working on my mom's. That's what we're doing today. So they're a polyester blend, spandex blend, but they kind of have they're thin. They're not super heavy. They're like a suede soft on the outside and in the inside. And I like that they had like the little like split in the side to them. So we're going to work on my mom's. I'm using our Hoot and Holidays dynamic fabric kit on this, along with the coordinating book lover panel. That's where this panel piece came from. I thought my mom would really like that. My mom, for those of you who haven't followed me for very long or don't know, my mom, she has schizophrenia and manic depression. She's been in a group home now. Well, she's been in and out of facilities my whole life, but we finally got her settled in a really good group home that provides really great care for her. And she's been there, gosh, it's probably close to 10 years now. And so I thought she would like this because they always do holiday parties, and my mom's very creative as well. And so I thought she would really enjoy this. So I'm making her the sweatshirt. And so I'm going to free motion quilt just along the edges of this. And then I cut out from the dynamic fabric kit, I cut out all of these snowflakes. So in the dynamic fabric kit, you get 2 fat quarters of the print designs. And then you also get 2 half yards of my dyed fabric that coordinate with everything. So I cut these out, but before I cut them out, I put heat bond on the back. If you've ever used heat bond, and if you follow me over on Instagram, you probably saw that. I think this was during COVID. I ordered, they can barely lift it. I ordered a 75-yard box of heat bond. Don't ask me what I was thinking. I know the reason I ordered it is my daughter and my son were both in JROTC, which is like the junior ROTC program our school has, and they needed masks, and so they were putting their emblem, like a patch, on the outside of the mask. And so I was like, well, and the patches came without any like heat transfer stuff. And so that's originally what I bought it for. It's coming in handy now. I don't know how I'll ever use 75 yards of it, but here it is. I might actually, if you guys want in the future, if we start doing applique kits or something, I don't know, but yeah, I don't even know if you can find that. So I took a piece of each of the fat quarters, and I took a piece of each of the hand-dyed fabrics. I put the heat bond on it first, and then I traced on the heat bond. I printed these two off of Canva, these two snowflakes. I cut them out, and then I just traced around them and then cut them out. So I figure we're gonna applique today. We'll see how it goes. So that's what we're doing. I also decided then, because my friend Amber Lee over at Evergreen Threads, she is doing a follow along, which I feel is so cozy and fun, because she shared it as a sew along, and I was like, are you going live? She's like, no, I don't know if I have time. She has a little one, and you know, nap times and all of that. And so she was like, I basically was just going to share in my stories like all of the ones I make. And so she's doing a follow along, basically is what I'm calling it, of her Ivy Clutch pattern, which I shared yesterday. I started it on Bob and Buddies yesterday, which is this pattern. She has it on sale right now if you want to go grab it. I love all of Amber Lee's patterns. I've never been disappointed in her patterns. And they're very classic silhouettes, so you could really add to them and make them your own style. So I think she's actually doing ones where she's doing some like quilting block things. So definitely go check that out. But I started that because I thought, how cute would it be to do a sweater and a clutch, and like that's the gift, right? So I started the clutch. I did a two-tone wrist buddy last night with Katie and Jade, and I just used the heat bond, a piece of the dyed heat bond, to put down the center of the two-tone wrist buddy. If you don't know what that is, it's a template that Jade and Chris have over at the Heartland Hide that helps you make these wristlet things. So I cut this out of my vinyl, and then I cut a smaller strip from my heat bonded dyed fabric, put that down the center, and then folded these in to do like a peekaboo, so that the dyed fabric would show. So I made that, and then I got working on the pocket part. So this is part of the book lover panel that matches the dynamic fabric kit for the month of Houghton Holidays. This is the tag that comes in the Houghton Holidays kit, which is exclusive to the kit. And then I added the snap, and then I have dyed fabric on the back here. So I got that far on the wristlet. Now what I want to do with the other side of the wristlet is I want to do the free motion quilting with one of these little owls, I thought, and some of the snowflakes, the dyed snowflakes. So I want to practice the free motion quilting first. So I just took like the top of the book lover panel. I put some fusible fleece in the back, and now I'm going to fuse these two snowflakes on here and just go and play with it a bit. I'm pretty sure that's the safest route, and then get back over to doing the wristlet. And then we'll work on, I feel like I'll do the wristlet first before I do the sweatshirt. That way I feel pretty confident by that point. What do you guys think? Yeah, so that's pretty much what we're doing today. I'm going to be on until 1:30, I figured. We have grocery shopping to do when you have a house full of adult kids here. Food does not last long. So we have to do some grocery shopping this afternoon. But yeah, I'll be here till 1:30 to sew with you guys if you're going to hang out with me. One quick thing, if you haven't yet, up in the top corner, whichever corner I need to point here, that little QR code that's in the top, that is a QR code to our holiday pop-up shop wait list. I don't know if Sibby, if you could put the the actual link in the comments for me, that would be great for the holiday pop-up shop waitlist. So we're doing something a little different here in our shop for Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, Cyber Monday than what we did last year. I just really feel like the hardest thing for a small business is to compete with like big box places to do big sales. It's just not in the cards for us to be able to do that. And I also feel like that's such a like if you can give 70% off one day a year, like why can't you do that all the time? So we definitely can't. 20% off for me is like steep. And I know that doesn't feel that way on the consumer end, but because we buy everything here in the US, because everything's organic and eco-friendly printed, like we have a higher margin than most small businesses. So what I decided, because I still feel like, you know, everybody wants to do holiday shopping and it is part of the season. And I wanted to participate in Small Business Saturday for sure. So we decided to curate this holiday pop-up shop that if you're on this list, you're going to get early access to. And it's going to have some exclusive things that we've created just for the shop. It's also going to have a sneak peek of something that's coming for 2026, which is exciting, that you'll be able to get access to right away. And there's some things there for you to be able to get fabric as like at a good deal. We're going to do our little wrapped up packages that we did last year. DJ always jokes around, you know, he won't wrap something and put it under a tree to surprise you. So let us do it because that's who he is. He's always like, just go get what you want. But my kids, as they've gotten older, they've been like, you have to get something for mom to open. But last year we did like really pretty wrapped up mystery bundles. We're going to do more, and there's going to be some other new fun things in those that we've put together. So those will be available. They're going to be like a $70 value, but we're offering it at $35, which is a really great steal. Like I said, there's some new things in there that you haven't seen before. And then there's also some pre-made gifts with exclusive things from our shop. So definitely take advantage of it. And the big place where we're offering the savings is everything in that holiday pop-up shop will have free shipping. So make sure that you're signed up for the holiday pop-up shop waitlist because you'll be the first people to access. And I think some of the things that we've kind of curated, they might sell out faster because those have limited supplies. But yeah, definitely sign up. Don't wait. All right, that's my little plug. That's the only plug I have. Sign up for the holiday pop-up shop. Let's get these ironed on my practice piece here. So this is a thing. I don't get my nails done because in the summertime, I'm in water all the time. And so it's not worth it. And I also don't have long fingernails. So picking the heat bond transfer off. It's always fun to try to. These are pretty in their self, like the back of. All right. I'm just going to iron these two down and see like what type of design do I want. I wanted to use this thread that I got at Joann's. It's like a fluffy thread. But I just realized I can't believe I don't have a threader like to thread my sewing machine. There's one on the sewing machine, but I haven't figured out how to use it. That's something I should read in my manual. Maybe I could figure it out in there. But the thread I'm using is just a Gutermann. I'm going to use like there is a brighter pink in this, so I feel like the brighter pink will be fine too. Okay, so there we go. We have our two snowflakes on there. All right, and now we're going to come over here to the machine and take a deep breath. I'm nervous. Is there a certain length stitch? I'm going to start with this one because I feel like this one, I kind of just want to, this one I'm going to just do the outline first to get used to it. This one doesn't have as many swirlies. Do we put the foot down? What do I do? You guys. All right, here we go. We're gonna give it a whirl. Oh. Yeah, it's definitely, the first time around isn't going to be. I guess I could probably go a little bit faster, huh? Ooh, yeah. It takes some. Maybe I just need to go slow. It's different. I can see how this becomes almost like methodic. Don't make fun of me. This is my first time doing it, you guys. It's not very nice. Do I feel like I might need a, like, should I put a thinner needle in? I don't know. I mean, it's not great. But for my first time, figuring it out, right? All right, let's see if I can do kind of like a swirly in the center, and then let's see. I mean, I guess that's the goal, is that it's kind of like abstract, right? At least for this, that's the goal. I don't know why I'm not seeing the chat in here, but I have to come over here and see. Good morning, Jackie. make sure to lower the feed dogs. Oh, smart. How do I lower my feed dogs? Don't know. I'm going to have to figure that part. Oh, maybe this is it. It looks like feed dog situation. There we go. Okay. Thank you for the tip. All right, let's try this again. I guess I'll start like here. I should bring my iPad over here so I can see your comments better because I can't see them on the phone right now. Okay. This is the one where I was like, oh, it's so pretty, like, I don't want to ruin. Wasn't very good. I should have watched some like videos. I didn't. Does anybody do this like regularly? Free motion quilting? Appliqué? I know a lot of people like do free motion quilting like just to like quilt like their bags. I feel like just doing the outline of them is enough. I don't know if I want to put anything fancy in them, you know? I attempted many times on smaller quilts I've made, but could never get my speed and hand movements to harmonize. Yeah, it's definitely like finding the speed, finding your hand move. It's definitely, I feel like that's going to be, especially on the sweatshirt, I feel like that's going to be the thing. All right, let me grab, because what I figured I'd do is I'm going, because the one side of the clutch, I want to do the free motion quilting. So I'm going to do it in steps before I like, and that way I can kind of place everything. If I need to trim it down, I can. So I thought, let's see, I kind of want to do the two pink snowflakes, and then the one caramel one in the center with this guy. And I'll just cut this part off. So I'm just going to do those two first. I feel like I want to keep those. I'll put that like that. And I guess centered. So what I like about this too is it's also like slow crafting. I feel like we rush so much. At least I feel like I have lately, and I kind of really want to just get back to, even with a business, like reminding myself I don't have to be running the rat race. That's a choice. Okay. All right. I think that's where I want those. These snowflakes in this pink from this kit are so pretty. The pink from this kit is called Bubblegum, and it just had so many pretty, like, details in it. It just got so pretty. All right, I'm going to cut those off. Where's my scissors, my big scissors? Where'd you go? There you are. Cut these off the edges. So that's done. Okay, and now free motion quilt that. Pennies. I've never tried to free motion on my sewing machine, so I haven't a clue. I found it if I was trying to follow a specific pattern design, I would fail, but found if I just went with random meandering, I did much better. Yeah, I feel like that's probably what I should have started off with. Yes, and practice like a chalkboard. That's smart, Wendy. Very smart. Obviously, I didn't think that through. I thought I'm just going to make gifts with it right away. All right, we're gonna give it a go again. We're gonna go slow. And we're not gonna make a big deal if we make a mistake. It's handmade. It's supposed to feel like you put care into it. It's not necessarily supposed to look like it was bought in the store, right? And even when you buy stuff in the store, we all know this. Store versions aren't perfect either, right? I think my mom will like this. She's always asking me what I'm making. My mom and my dad, and both my parents are really creative. My dad he owns an art gallery in Hershey, and he teaches and does stained glass. That wasn't always his craft, but he's done stained glass now, gosh. I mean, since I was young is when he started learning it. But my mom and him, before I was born, or almost a decade before I was born, they owned a pottery shop together. So my mom she really loves pottery and ceramics, painting. I feel like I should have kept turning somehow there. Like as I got to that part, I should have been different. But so it's kind of funny to me to see like that craft coming back, because only a couple years ago, my aunt, who also had a farm, they, when my parents closed their ceramics and pottery shop, all of the ceramic molds were in the barn when my aunt passed away. And my cousins were like, what are we going to do with these? They tried to sell them. Nobody wanted them. They all ended up going, it's so sad. They all ended up going to like the junk. Yeah, it's like so sad. Because no one was really into it. And now I see people looking for vintage ceramic molds. And I just think, oh my, we could have probably got a decent chunk of money for them. But you don't know, you don't know. Yeah, my parents, and I wish I had more of my parents' stuff. I have some Christmas ornaments that my mom made. I have a nativity that my mom and dad both made my grandmother. But I don't have a lot. Oh yeah, stitching words. Yeah. Well, see, this is the thing. This is actually part of my selfishness of learning to do this. I really want to get a change stitch machine. Have no clue where I would put it, and no clue exactly like what I would use it for all the time. But I would love to get a change stitch machine. Oh, you support for your grandmother. She had a little ceramic school in her basement. That's so lovely. I would really love to have kind of like a craft collective. I feel like people in my community would get behind that. But like maybe when I'm a little older. I used to love doing ceramics with my mom. I used to take my kids. There was a little ceramic, you know, like small paint, like nothing you poured yourself. They had it all there for you. I used to take my kids when they were smaller to a place down in Homelstown. So they have a couple pieces that they did when they were little. But I used to love doing it with my mom because she had like all the stains and all the different types of like gilded paints. Oop, I got off there. For a while when my mom was, because like I said, my mom's been in and out of facilities. Sorry, Apollo sees somebody. My whole life. Some of the first places she was at, she would teach like arts and crafts. My mom's never been like mean when she's sick. It's just, you know, life sometimes throws you things that your brain can't handle. And back in the 80s, we didn't talk about it. What are you hearing, buddy? You're okay. I'm so glad that there's a better conversation around mental health and just, you know, taking care of yourself. Self-care is, you know, I feel like, not that my mom didn't need professional help too, but some of it also is just knowing what you personally need, right? But she's been in some pretty rough places. And about 10 years ago, the other thing is the families. I had to get a lawyer to fight to make sure she was taken someplace, because she's never left a small town. Like, my mom's never not lived in a small town, and they wanted to put her in Philly, and I was like, my mom doesn't, the city is not for my mom. So we were lucky, and the people there are really great that take care of everyone. So I think I did okay. What do you think? Hey, Sarah. So Sarah's saying, good morning, happy Sunday. I thought I would pop in. Your mom's birthday. Well, happy birthday, Mom. Bacon brownies. Sit down and plan out your sews for the next week. Fun. I did my planner this morning. Cold and rainy snow mix here. Ooh, no, thank you. No, thank you. They did say something about here. It's raining now. They said something about chance of flurries. So we'll see. I'm not quite ready for that. I would prefer not. That. All right. I want this to kind of be in the center. Also, the other thing I think we're gifting people is eggs. We have so many chickens, you guys. I went a little crazy. And I know Jordan will say there's no such thing as crazy with chickens. But what I will say is that there is. And yeah. We have our chickens are laying 2 dozen eggs a day. We've tried to sell some of them, like my husband sells some of them at work. We have so many eggs. So I think what I want to do, I saw like on Amazon, you can get like the pretty craft. But then I'm like, I don't want to buy them. I have a ton of like the regular store-bought because people save them for us. And I thought, how could I make like an egg box look pretty? I'm sure probably Pinterest, there's something. I'm sure there's something on Pinterest to give everybody a dozen eggs. Yes, elder care. You know, and this is the thing. Like I've my grandparents raised me, so I've been my mother's and my father's at times. I've been the adult in the relationship a lot of my life. And I think because I've been in that for a lot of my life, I know that someone who needs care, the need for them is deeper than you can give. Because we can only give so much until we're depleted, right? And I feel like that, like with my mom, like a lot of it, I always felt like she needed me more than I needed her. And that's hard as a kid to be in that position. But it did, once I got older and I went through my own therapy, I feel like it definitely taught me that, like, I have to take care of my needs before I take care of anyone else's. Because if I go in with a depleted part of myself already, that's really not giving anything to either of us, you know? Like now I feel like with my mom, a lot of people look at it like, oh, I don't see her very much. We talk on the phone, we write letters, you know, but that's the best for both of us, actually. You know, like what I'm giving now is we have a better relationship, I think, than what we've ever had. Same way with my dad. My dad gets a little bit more complicated, but I'm thankful I live in a time where, like I said, mental health is more than what it was. for my mom, like finding care and so forth, because my mom went through some hard stuff. Yeah, her birthday is on December 16th, so I feel like making the clutch too. And I'm gonna put inside the clutch, she loves to write letters to all of our family. So I'm gonna put like stamps in the clutch and probably some pretty stationery for her. I don't know, I feel like I'm doing okay. I feel like it's not beautiful. I mean, I feel like it is kind of beautiful. I'm kind of happy with it. It's not, I'm sure it's not what others could do, but I mean, the dyed fabric just makes it wonderful, right? You too, Sarah. Enjoy Mom's birthday. I wish I was getting brownies. Okay, so now we're going to put our little cute owlie. My mom loves owls too, so I feel like this is going to be perfect. If I can peel the paper off. Okay, I'm going to stick her. I feel like I want to trim her down a little bit more. Maybe I want to trim her down a little bit more. I don't want to be right up next to her, but I feel like if I'm not getting fancy with the stitches, I can get a little bit closer to her and do a little bit more of like an outline. And then you can see more of the snowflake. Yeah. Okay. It's so cute. Okay. Here, I'll show it to you guys over here so you can see her. All right. So I'm just gonna, I wonder, can I can do a zigzag, right? Because there's plenty of room there, right? I feel like maybe I want to do a zigzag. Can I do a zigzag? Is that allowed? In free motion? I don't know. Let's see. Don't want, well, here. Wait, you know what? I have a practice piece. Let's give it a whirl. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're doing that. We're doing that. I should have waited to come on. I need to go talk to Mike about our craft fair display for next weekend. Oh, Jackie, go do what you need to do. You all, like, is anybody else doing holiday fairs? We have a big one next week. Our marching band always does a really big one, which I've done in the past. And I was going to sign up this year because my mother-in-law, if you didn't know my mother-in-law, she started doing resin stuff. So I was just going to sign up, take my bags, and share a table with my mother-in-law. And they were full. So I got to be on top of it. But I'm going to go to it next Saturday. See what all is there. I need to make, that reminds me, I usually donate a basket of stuff. So I need to write that down so I don't forget to do it. The best thing about our marching band craft fair is all the band kids like help the crafters with like bringing their stuff in and loading their stuff at the end. It's so nice. I feel like all craft fairs should have something like that, like helpers, right? Okay. Oh, that's cute. I feel like it adds a whole like other level to it. Cute, cute, cute. I'm so excited to put this clip together now. I'm very excited. Okay, so now I got to get organized here because we have to use, we're using the, we're using my, so right, for this part, for the bag making part, I could totally do this bag of my domestic, but I have the thread already put together for here. So let me just move this. I'm totally keeping these. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but maybe something will happen. Okay. All right, what do we got here? I have this, I don't need this. I have my zipper. My zipper pull, if you didn't wear it on Bob and Buddies yesterday, my zipper pull is like this little gingerbread house. They're really cute. They're on like a chain. They're from Dream Big Creations. I don't know if they still have them, but they have some really cute holiday zipper pulls. Okay. Oh, I was supposed to do, well, let's do that. Let's do the card slot thing. We have to do the card slots first. All right. Where are they? Here. Okay, so we have a piece of the sail cloth from the book lover panel, and we're going to mark our lines. So I need to grab a ruler. Sorry that you guys can't see this part, but it's just some card slots. I'm going to trim off some. I have excess interfacing here, and I just used a 101 interface to make this a little stiffer. I probably didn't need to do that with the sailcloth. It's probably sturdy enough. Okay, and now we're going to mark. Where's the top? 3.5. Okay. And 7/8. Why do I need to think that? Why do I need to math that much? Amberly. Okay. 1, 7/8. And then I need a 2 3/8. Okay. 2 3/8. Okay. Now, I don't do a whole lot of wallets, so I'm not a professional card slot person. Okay. All right. So all right. So we're gonna do fold it this is where it's good to mark lines on both sides, you guys. This one we're gonna fold this way, that way. Right. Nope. Should go this way. There we go. And then that goes this way. Right? Yeah. This print that is on the book lover panel that coordinates with this month's kit is actually kind of cute for card slots because it's a kind of like a stripe this direction. So it kind of has like a really cute vibe to it when you're folding it. Good choice. I think we still have a few of these kits left. So if it inspires you, you can go over and grab one. Sybil, you could share your rebate code with everybody. All of my makers, all of my Thunderbolts, who are my makers for Thunderbird HandCrafted, they now have rebate codes. It gives you just a little bit of a savings. And it helps them as well because we do fun little prizes and things like that. So if Sibby wants to share that, she can. Really cute. Why did you think I was starting at 12, Jordan? I don't know why you were thinking that. Yesterday I started at noon with Katie and Jade. So there. I'm sorry. This is my computer. I'm going to cover this quick and clean it. There you can see. Those are the card slots. See how it, like, this print makes it so cute. I love it. All right. Now we need our sides of our card slots, I'm sure. We're probably going to sew those on. Oh, and I did it right. I measured it right. I'm just going to clip those on here. I feel like I should maybe put that woven label in one side there. Because you don't see woven labels in the very bottom, you know? Okay. All right, you guys are over here so that I can see your chats. Like I said, my Thunderbolts makers have rebate codes that they could share in the chat for anybody watching who wants to order anything. So they forget that they have them because it's new. All right, we're turned on here. We need some light for the Nana eyes. And I'm pretty sure all of this is 3/8. Okay. Oh, I could have top stitched those. Oh well. It's fine. I don't know why I'm using my really big scissors because my little one's over here. Okay. So now I can use my little finger presser. You guys, I don't know which camera to use. My little finger presser. So these my son makes in his 3D printer. This is something that if you grab the mystery bundles that are in our holiday pop-up shop this year, every mystery bundle will have one of these. And it has a little finger press area. And then I use this for a turner. So those will be in each of those bundles this year. And everybody at Salty Sews seemed to really like them, so I figured we'd add them. Oh, I was going to do my little woven label. Where do I want to put it? I want to lay it in here, like so. I feel like that's cute. I didn't see Erin wanting to join, so I'm guessing she got busy doing other stuff or is just sewing. I did tell her I would be on until about 1:30, so she might pop in a little later, too. All right. Oh, cute. Cutie patootie. All right, I'm going to top stitch down the sides here. It is really raining. I'm glad we moved our chickens that we've got this year. We had 3 old ladies from a couple of years ago that we had back in our main chicken coop. And on Friday, my daughter's boyfriend and my father-in-law, they moved all of our others, our new ones, back there. Because it's definitely, you can feel the change of the weather, that it's going to start getting cold. Okay, so there's my card holders. Let's see, I have one of these Carolina Little Stitches cards. Perfect. Perfect. Not that my mom has cards, but she has her driver's license, and I'm sure she has her insurance cards. And you could probably just slip a little bit of cash there too. So, all right. So there's that. I wonder, yeah, I'm going to have to cut this down as well. All right. So let's see. Where's my instruction on this? What's next? To trim the card slot, and then we're assembling. Awesome. Sauce. All right. And then I have to move this. You found your code? Simple. Yeah, so if anybody, it's a little bit of a savings, everybody, okay? It's a little bit of a savings. If you use any of my makers links, it gives you a little bit of savings when you check out. And everybody likes just a little bit. Oh, your brain feels like it has just quit on. Yeah, I feel like this week has definitely, it's tested us in a lot of ways, right? I feel like this week has been, I shared it on a live? I shared it somewhere. But we had this week on Monday, DJ and I always sit down and we do our bills together. It's just how we work. And I pulled up our online baking, and I always like look to see, like I check off that certain things have gone through, and balancing our checkbook because we're old school like that. And I usually click on, like, if I write out a check, I'll click on the check just to see the check. And when I looked at the check, I was like, that's not my handwriting. Here, someone counterfeited one of our checks, which I didn't realize. I mean, obviously, I realized, like, that can happen. But I feel like that's such, like, an old school crime, right? But they're using new technology to do it. Anyways, it created such a, like, we spent so much time at the bank this week for not receiving money. It would be one thing if it was receiving money, right? And then like having to call and cancel like all of your stuff, like anything that's automatic. It definitely was a week of trying. And I know there's other people dealing with much more than me. All right, well, here's my lining piece so that I can trim this down. I probably should define my center marks on this too. But I feel sometimes like that's in the air in the transition of a season. There's always like bound to be things that don't go well. Okay. All right, so we have that trimmed down. I need this as the other lining piece. Okay. So we're going to take our pocket and the card pockets. Those are the ones that go together with the turn our zipper. Okay. Where's my lighter? Today when we go to Sam's Club, I need to get lighters. Because this one is just about done. See my machine okay? I was just checking, making sure I have camera angles decent. Okay, so there's my zipper. Find centers on everything. feel like I can handle the applique now on that sweatshirt. I was very nervous that I bit off more than I can chew. But now that I did it there, I feel like I can do it on the sweatshirt. It'll be fine. Maynard's, I don't even know if we have one of those. They have like small torches. Oh, nice. Oh, Oxbow totes. They are satisfying. It is a satisfying sew, and I love that. I love Jordan's when she like reduced it. Those are so cute. All right, I have to find a center here. Yeah, boy, it's really coming down. Rainy, rainy. All right, so need. I guess I don't need that on there right now, right? Where does she have it stitched? Oh, it stays stitched. Okay, well, let's do that. Let's stitch this so it stays in place, right? Sounds good. Oh, it's thundering too. Mm. Okay. All right, so there's that. Now we're going to put our zipper. Read the instructions here. 5/8. Okay. All right, so we need to measure 5/8. Gosh, I'm always like moving my marking pen. Okay. And this is the way it's going to go. I'm going to put some double-sided tape on just to hold it. I don't know if we'll get to the, what time is it? It's 11:45. I think we're going to see a bunch of mini oxbows in the future. They are super cute. I feel like those also, like the mini version of it, but that's like a really nice little gift. Okay. And then we're taking our card slot and lining that on top. of here, fuzzers. Make sure my zipper pull, because these zipper pulls are kind of long. I'm going to pull it. Okay. Oh, how cute. How pretty that. I love the colors of this fabric. Okay. So now, I'll top stitch that, I'm sure. Oh, she does not top stitch here. Well, when do you top stitch? Well, let's do the other side. I won't top stitch. I'll listen to Amberly. We need to do 5/8 mark. Okay. And we're going to do this lining piece. I saw this the other day. I don't know what I was doing, what I was sewing, but someone said to try to sew the direction that you sewed the last time, so that it, like, if your foot does any type of pushing, which I feel like sometimes that's awkward for me, but we're going to give it a go. Find my zipper pull here. Oh, she's so pretty. All right. Try to finger press these a bit since I'm not top stitching yet. But it's so pretty. Oh my gosh. So cute. All right. Now, what'd she say? All right. Open zipper halfway. Place exterior main panel and lining panels right side together. Yep. Make sure you're seeing those. Why doesn't she top stitch? Why don't we top stitch? Interesting. So I feel like I really want to top stitch. So what she says is to just not top stitch the lining. So we're not going to top stitch the lining. We're going to just top stitch the seam to the top. Okay. Yeah, you need a pretty top stitch, right? I've heard that for making straps. Apparently they don't twist if you do that. Oh, Annie, good morning. Okay. Oh, come on. Gertie, don't give me problems, girlfriend. We're gonna get through this. The color thread that I'm using is a Saya Swag, and it's the Rosy Cheeks that she came out with in the springtime, which I really like. All right, so now we're going to clip these together. So lining the lining, exterior to exterior. Seam to seam. Oh, and she said I should open my zipper. So I'll open my zipper halfway. Which way should I do this? So I think this is the way. Oh my. Okay. How does she do that part? Because I feel like I don't know what she did there. Oh, it's turned in. Okay. Okay. Okie dokie. Yeah, the zipper is in the side seam. Yep. So I have to kind of like figure out how, yeah, the zipper like kind of goes down in. Interesting. Okay. Now we're going to leave the bottom open, I think. Bottom lining part is open. And then we're gonna sew from the bottom 3/8, half-inch seam allowance throughout, unless otherwise half-inch. Okay, half-inch, 5/8. Ugh, 5/8. Just feel like that's so big. Takes so much away, right? I don't feel like I have to do that, right? I can change that part. I can just do a 3/8 to a half. I think that's what I'm going to do. What do you guys think? Start here. Good morning, Janetta. Yep, I'm the boss. Some days I wish I wasn't the boss. Oh, but I can't start there and know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm gonna start over here. No, that doesn't work either. I have to start. Wow, I have to start like this. All right, so we're gonna go about a half to a 3/8. There we go. The pattern that I'm doing, Louise, is the Ivy Clutch from Evergreen Threads. She has it on sale right now. She's doing kind of like a follow along this week. So I thought it would be good to go along with the sweaters that I'm making for people for Christmas, is to make them a matching clutch. So that is what I'm doing. And I'm gonna cut these her seams off. Reduce some bulk here. All right, let's turn this baby. Let's turn and burn. All right. My fingers would work. You know what you know for your craft. Creative freedom. Yep. Choices. It's all about choices, you guys. Wow, it is really raining. Come on. I really did some interfacing on the outside. Some stabilizing. Well, hopefully this rain is done by the time we're ready to go to the grocery store. Okay, I need my little, this is what's great about this little turny tool that my son's making on his 3D printer. This little bebopper, little end part is pointy, but it's not so pointy that like pushes through things. It's really nice. Cute, cute, cute. Okay. Now I'm gonna close this. I think I'm gonna like iron it so that it lays nice. I have so much like interfacing and it's sailcloth and it'll be hard to like maneuver it without ironing it. All right, so we have it ironed. I'm gonna clip it. And then I'm gonna put one of my little Thunderbird handcrafted woven labels in it. Always sign it somehow, right? Okay. I'll stick that in there, right there. Okay. I promise we'll get to that sweater. But I'm really glad I made this because I'm going to make one for every sweater, I think, because this is like a cute little accessory. All right, let's tuck her in. And then we have to put the piece that makes for like where the wristlet goes on. So I have to make that because that's like Amberly uses a lot of like leather in her bags. You don't have to do leather, right? So we're gonna do some vinyl with a rivet. So I have to make that yet. Oh my gosh, look how cute. Oh my goodness. It's cute. And it's nice. Like, I was kind of nervous about adding so much like interfacing and fusible fleece, but it really gave it like some good structure. All right, so now I'm gonna go find the vinyl I was using. I'm gonna use this. This is the clay series from Warmino. I'm just gonna make a little 2x2 piece to attach it. I'm going to top stitch this. Oh, sorry, I bumped you guys. If Erin pops in and says that she's ready to hang out, just holler so that I'm not always looking over at my screen where I would add her. So, all right, so I feel like it went on like so. That's really beefy. Maybe I need a bigger piece than that. Definitely need a bigger piece. Could we do it there? That would be weird though. Huh. It has to be over here because that's where it closes. And I hate a wristlet closes the wrong direction. Yeah, I need to make that a little longer. I gotta get a move on holiday gifts soon. Jess? Yeah. Oh, sunglass pouches are a really good Christmas gift. That's a good one. All right, I guess I gotta cut this longer. All right, let's see. Let's go for 4. And if we need to cut it down, we'll cut it down. But let's go for 4. Because I'm gonna have to use pretty beefy rivets for this. Okay. I could edge paint this if I was feeling edge painty, but rarely do I feel that. Okay. Let's grab some rivets. I need my big beefy gold ones. Yeah, those are gold. Let's put some holes in here. Okay. Should I have done it one more thing over? Oh, sugar cubes. Because that's, you know, using the hardware you have versus what you don't, with like ordering more, you know? It's kind of where I'm at, is I don't want to order more hardware. So I have like those wristlet thingamabobbers that really aren't that wonderful. But I'm gonna fold this in here. I'm just gonna give it more strength too. Not that you would put a lot in this wristlet. Okay. So how do I want to do this? Like so. Yeah, actually that works perfect. Oh, jeez. Stuff's coming out of my hole punch. All right, now we're gonna there. Find our holes here. And hole punch those. And I'm gonna grab a rivet washer. I have these from Jade and Chris. The Heart Wouldn't Hide, because I want to put one of those in the back area here. Okay, and we're gonna do this through there. One of those. And one of those. And then press that. There we go. I'm going to put this on. I hope I have enough of big size rivets for the other ones that I have planned. I might need to order some of those. Okay. And there. Press that in place. Perfect. Glorious. Cute little wristlet. Oh, Mom's gonna like that. So there we have it. We did our first applique on the back with our Hoot and Holidays dynamic fabric kit. And we use the book lover panel that coordinates with it. Added our tag on here. Made a two-tone wrist buddy. And then this is the inside with the card slots. How stinking cute is that? I love it. Gonna go great with the sweater. All right, what pattern did I use? I'm using, it's on sale right now. It's the Ivy Clutch from Evergreen Threads. She's doing kind of like a follow along where you just like post it in your stories this coming week. But it's a really cute pattern. And if you have, because like I said, Amberly does a lot with like natural fibers or natural type of bases. So if you have wax canvas, any of our bases will work great with it. But yeah, so that's the Ivy Clutch. Erin, I'm sitting on the lobby now waiting. Oh, where are you? Weird. Why is it? Oh, Erin, hold on a second. Let me find. This is not showing you. Did I not give you the right link? That could totally be the case. And I'll send you the right one. Add copy. Hold on a second, Erin. See if that link works better. Because it's not showing you that I can add you. And I don't see. Nope. I might have given you a link for like one of my other upcoming ones and not realized it. There you are. That's probably what I did.
Hello.
I did.
I know. I was like, I really hope everything's okay.
No, everything's good. We're just sewing.
Well, I was sitting here cutting out bags and I was like, what if she's still going live and like something happened?
No.
Or like something,
Yeah.
Mercury's in retrograde. So,
it could totally be, because if you saw any of my past live streams, we've had some technical difficulties here.
Like anything goes.
Yeah. Well, I just finished this cutie. It's so cute. It's the Ivy Clutch. It's by Amberly over at Evergreen Threads.
Mm-hmm. It's super cute. Is there like a slip pocket on there?
Yeah, it has like a little snap pocket.
That's cute.
To it. And then I did my first free motion appliquing on the back.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I've used the free motion. It's like the quilting foot or whatever for my Bernina.
That's what I just got it. Because that's been like my goal this year, because I bought that machine in, what year was that? 2019? Mm-hmm. Somewhere in there. I bought that machine, and I've been like, my old machine was an old Singer, and so I feel like it was way more industrial than what I realized. Mm-hmm. And then I got all these bells and whistles and was like, what is this thing?
Yeah.
So I feel like I've advanced enough this year that I was like, I can buy another foot and like another foot a try.
That's awesome. Yeah, my mom got me the foot for the Bernina, and I tried it, and this specific Bernina doesn't have like a stitch regulator. So
yeah.
there were really long stitches and really short
Really
stitches.
short stitches. Well, I feel like there's definitely that. I feel like I was getting a little better as I went, but I was like, you know what?
Mhm.
It doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah, I think
Just like,
practice.
yeah,
I need to
like anything
definitely,
else, practice,
yeah,
practice,
like
practice.
everything else, right?
Yep. So, what holiday things are you making?
So I have some custom orders that I'm cutting out. There are actually 3 of them are last minute Leslie's.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And I just finished like a coffee sleeve that I had to do. I'm trying to see if I can put you anywhere. That's a little
Do you
bit
have
better.
any more markets that you're
I
doing?
do. I have one on the 15th in the evening. It's just like a little pop up. And then I have one on the, let's see, the 15th, the 28th, November 6th, and maybe the following weekend. Or
Oh,
December 6th.
yeah. This is the busy time for it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember the days.
Well, I don't do that many markets anymore. Like throughout the year. I just, it's
It's a
too
lot.
much.
It's a lot.
Yeah, and like I just feel like it's so saturated, and there aren't that many people doing what I specifically do. But
Right.
but the markets are saturated. There's a
Yeah.
market here, a market. It's just there's all these themes, and it's just like
It's a lot. I always used to say that, like, to people who kind of getting frustrated at markets, and I have to understand it's like a mall on steroids. Like, there's
yeah,
so much like stimulation at a market, and a lot of people are only coming with like a certain amount of money that they plan on spending. So you have to like find a way to like be a calm amongst the chaos.
sure.
So
For
yeah.
me, it's just trusting that it's going to be well attended or not.
Right.
And so if a
Yeah.
market has a good reputation, or if you just
Yeah.
never know. So I've actually got a lot more custom orders this year than I've had in a while. So
Well, that's awesome.
yeah. So I'm enjoying it.
That's really awesome. I love seeing your witchy hats.
Thank you. They were so much fun to make, and they really like sparked a level of creativity that I feel like I've been lacking recently.
Yeah. I feel that
like
way, like the goosey that I made, I feel like that did the same thing for me. I was like, oh, this is fun. Like, I smiled the whole time.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. And that's the point, But it was nice, and it just kind of it got things moving.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
Which
And I love
that.
holiday sewing. I know like a lot of people aren't decorating it, and I don't have. We just did lights on our front porch. That's pretty much it that we've done so far. We wait till like after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But I do love holiday sewing and like holiday fabrics.
Me too. Here, let me show you what I finished. I finished this yesterday.
Oh, how cute!
Isn't it fun?
Oh my gosh, that's so fun.
And the inside, oh my gosh.
Oh my
it's
gosh.
so yummy. But I was talking to my mom while I was sewing it. I was like, I really love sewing during the holidays. This fabric is so fun.
Yeah, that's why I love holiday fabrics, because it just like it makes you feel festive.
Yeah, and then seeing how other people respond to it, it's like, oh my god, I love it.
That's a great oven mitt. What pattern is it?
It is by So Can She. It's just the oven mitt pattern. I think it's free.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Did you put something specific in the inside of it?
I used Thermolam. Is that what it's called? Hold on.
Yeah.
No, Insulbright, not Thermolam. Insulbright, but yeah, Thermolam's made out of polyester, and that's not good for this.
Yeah, no.
No, it would catch on fire.
Yeah, we don't need any fires.
No. So yeah, Insulbright, and then both the outside and the inside are cotton woven, and then I use what's it called? Quilting batting, like
Quilting
cotton.
batting. Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and I think in the future I would use another layer because it's a little thin in my opinion. I kind of used the iron press as like a test, and I put my hand in
Right,
here and like
right,
ironed it, and like
right.
it didn't get too hot, but it would
If
have.
you're really pulling like a hot pot or something out,
Right.
like a
Yeah.
roast or
So.
something.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I think I would add one more layer of cotton.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I love that. I love that type of sewing actually. Like I love our bag making, but that's kind of like where I started was with like home decor type of stuff,
Uh-huh.
like curtains and different things for my house.
Hmm.
And I just feel like it adds a whole other um, level of joy to your sewing. I don't know.
Yeah, it really does. It's like, oh, I made that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And also like to give it as gifts. Like a lot of times, people are buying like that sort of stuff at like a dollar store.
Uh-huh.
Like where you would usually go and grab those. Like
Uh-huh.
um, to get it as a gift and get it like really well made. Like
Yeah.
that'll be something that gets used for a very long time.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And I love the way it feels too.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is really it's
that's
so
fun.
fun. And I'm like, do I make them in matching pairs or do I do like opposite? See, again, it's the holiday inspired
Yep,
sewing,
yep, yep.
I love it. I am here for it.
Yeah. I feel like it. I feel like Halloween like kind of took over our sewing community because everybody likes their spooky fabrics.
Ah,
That and also I feel like Halloween happens all year round, right? I guess
yeah.
I guess the holidays could happen all year round too if you really wanted them to. But I feel like we don't see as much of the holiday fabrics.
Yeah.
We do the Halloweeny ones.
Yeah. I still have a ton of Halloween fabric too.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, spooky season is fun. Don't get me wrong.
it is. I mean, I have a boatload of Christmas fabric too. And I just recently got rid of a lot of my licensed and commercial stuff just because
Yeah.
I just don't sew with it as much anymore. And
Yeah.
I I sew to sell,
Right.
and I
Right.
really don't want to get in trouble.
Exactly.
So I've
And more and more, you're seeing it with even like small little shops
oh
that,
yeah,
that you're not
tiny.
that
Yeah.
you're not they're not that big and they're getting cease and desist.
Yep. And then, like I saw this one girl who, I mean, and she was using trademarked images from
Right.
like Harry Potter and
Yeah.
using the actual names and
Yeah.
all of that. It wasn't just inspired. She was literally doing the Daily Prophet and
Right. Right. Right.
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
um she had maybe 1,200 followers, and she got a cease and desist from Warner Brothers, and then they're suing her for um, loss of wages.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, you don't have to have that many, but I think the more AI
Better
starts
safe than
to be,
sorry.
what's that?
Better safe than sorry. That's the way I
Yeah.
look at it.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, and the more that AI starts to integrate into
oh, for sure.
everything, they're going to start it's
It's
and
gonna flag
here's
it.
the thing, it's stolen art, you know
Yep.
you gotta so I get it. Because
Yep.
if I had an image that I drew or that I created, I would probably be upset if
Yeah.
somebody was trying to make money off of my
Yeah.
art, my original idea.
Yep.
So, and then there are levels to that.
For sure.
So, but
For sure.
I don't
I
want to
think
risk
it's
it. I
better to
don't think.
be it's better to be safe as a small business owner. It's one headache you don't need.
Yeah, it's not.
There's enough of headache.
Not what I need.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. I am ripping out the side of this sweatshirt because I'm gonna free motion quilt appliques on the sweatshirts for this one's for my mom.
Oh, cool.
So
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to
I'm
find.
taking the side out because I thought, well, maybe I don't need to take the side out. But then after I practiced it a little bit, I'm like, no, I don't want to be catching the other side of this sweater.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, these are some, speaking of Halloween fabric, these are for a girlfriend of mine in Richmond. She loves the McDonald's like pumpkin buckets
Oh,
or whatever. Yeah, and she has a ton of friends who like them as well. So she's getting the last minute Leslie with this on the top.
Yeah. Oh, those are cute from Katie.
And this on the bottom, which I think is fabric therapy. But they both glow in the dark.
Oh, they're fabric therapy. Oh, cute.
Well,
Oh, the
stripes are fabric.
Yeah. Cute.
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah, I think she's gonna.
The last minute Leslie is such a fun, quick. It's a satisfying sew.
Yeah, it really is, and I like that I don't have to flip it. I love doing a drop in.
Yeah.
A drop in lining. Yeah. I hate flipping bags, especially if they're made out of vinyl. If it's a vinyl bag, I don't want to flip it.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna turn this one over.
And people seem to really love this bag pattern. Or not just pattern, but the
silhouette. Yeah, the silhouette is really like a classic.
Yeah.
It's really envelope nice. Fold. It's nice.
Yeah. And it's just, there's so many, you could dress it up, you could dress it down. So it's ready.
All right. Now that we're both here. Oh, Wendy says she's all about the drop-in.
Yes.
Nicole likes sewing home decor too. Yeah, Christmas. I feel like Christmas time is a good time to get back to some of the home decor. Janetta, yes. That wristlet will definitely hold an iPhone, like a bigger iPhone. It's like, let's see, mine is finished at like 9 inches by 5.5 inches. So this little pocket here will definitely hold a cell phone too and clothes. So it's a nice size. Okay. All right, here we go. We're going to try more of this free motion stuff.
Ooh! Get it. I'm going to watch you.
I'm doing a zigzag stitch around like the main one, and then those, this is a little bit harder because this sweatshirt wants to stick. Around the snowflakes, I'm like just doing like the borders of them. So we'll see. I don't know how it's going to all pan out, but
I bet it's going to look beautiful.
I felt like I was seeing like so many of like the upcycled reverse applique sweatshirts and like applique like thrifted sweatshirts. But
get you inspired.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have this. Ooh, let me show you. It's over here. Hold on. I bought this. So hopefully I have time to do this. We'll see. There are always goals, right?
Yeah.
So this other sewist that I follow, Hot Girl Quilting, her name's Josie.
Oh yeah.
She does. Yeah, I love her.
Yeah.
I bought her some of her patterns, and I'm gonna make
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna make Katie something because she loves Elf.
I know. Yes. Oh my God. She'll freak out.
And the back looks really cool too.
Oh my gosh.
I love it so much. She's gonna die.
She'll
Anyway,
freak out.
I'm really excited. Right?
Yes, she's gonna freak out.
I wonder if I should like take his face off.
I feel like yes, and then you need to make sure his face is someplace else for her.
Yeah, I agree. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, she'll lose it.
Can't wait.
Yeah, those are really cool. She does cool stuff.
Yeah, she's fun. She's really nice too.
The sweatshirt to move around is a little bit more difficult than the smaller pieces.
That one is done. What am I gonna do for the interior? Ooh. Nicole, Elf, one of my favorite movies. Yes, I love it.
I know. I've usually watched it already. The other week I was gonna put it on. Well, the 1st of November, and my daughter was like, "You're not allowed." Like while she was sitting there, I was like, "Okay, we'll watch something else."
That's funny.
So we watched Little Women instead. That's what we.
That's like Christmas adjacent.
Yes, yeah. So that's what I was like.
Fine. This pattern really is the best.
Yeah, I really like that pattern. It's a good one too, I feel like, for people who are just getting into bag making to feel like really successful. You know?
Yeah. It's one of those patterns that it was so funny when she was designing it, I was looking for a bag that was like this to sew. And when she was like, "I'm making an envelope bag," I was like, yes.
Yeah.
And because like Leslie she's so smart. She, and the way that she writes her patterns, it's beginner friendly, and I just feel like it's accessible for so many people.
Yep.
And it's easy to read. The pattern pieces make sense.
You can get a template for it, and it makes sense to have a template for it.
I need one. I literally was thinking that as I was cutting these out. It's like, this paper piece is falling apart.
It's definitely one of those, like I said, like I think it's the perfect pattern to like fit in when you need something, right?
Yeah.
Like, you need a bag pattern because it's quick.
Yep.
It still looks really stylish.
Yes.
Okay, so now I need to decide how I'm placing these. Cut out all these snowflakes. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you saw my stories that I have a 75 yard big box of heat and bond that I bought during the pandemic. And I was like, now I look at it, I was like, what was I thinking? Why did I get 75 yards of it?
That's so much.
But I made all of these out of the dynamic fabric kit and like the dyed. Look at these dyed ones. So pretty.
That's
Um, all I
gorgeous.
did was like I printed them off of Canva
Uh-huh.
and then I ironed the heat and bond on one side and then traced them all and cut them out. So they got so pretty.
Oh, yeah. No, that's a really good idea.
Because I know sometimes people are like, they don't know what to do with the dyed fabric. You know,
Uh-huh.
it comes and they're like, oh, that's so pretty. I don't want to use it. I'm like, but I dye it so you use it. You
Right.
know?
I
So,
know. Eat the cake. Drink the expensive champagne.
yeah.
Tomorrow is not promised. What is that? All right. So it's here. Okay. One more piece. I think my downstairs neighbor is watching football. Yes. I can hear him sitting on his porch yelling. I was like, oh my God, is he okay? And then I can hear the whistles from the from the game. I watched Christmas movies Halloween night. Although I'm not into the creepy things. Yeah, that's totally fair. Okay. That.
We also love Christmas Vacation. That's another
Oh yeah.
staple in our house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a really
Gotta
special
have some
movie.
good old Chevy Chase.
I know. Did I totally just mess this up? I did. Right. Okay, it's not too bad. All right, that's fine. That's fine. That'll do. Jenna, do you guys have any like fun traditions that you guys do?
Well, I feel like when the kids were younger, I was more fun. I mean, we always do a big. So my best friend is married to my cousin, and my husband and I were only children, so we don't have like my kids don't have aunts and uncles.
Yeah.
In for real, like they do have them, but they're not real aunts and uncles. They're
Right. They're chosen.
friends, chosen ones, yeah. And so my best friend and my cousin, they have three girls that are all around the same age as my kids. And so we always do a New Year's Eve party.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like not necessarily Christmas. Like when my kids were little, we definitely had Christmas traditions like around like for them.
Yeah.
Like with advent calendars and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But we do like a fun like game night, like with like the hot tag games and the saran wrap games with the kids. Like we always do something like I feel like it's like trickery games.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Uh-huh.
like it's like adults watching kids get frustrated. um, but yeah, so they always all ask like, are we doing the Saran wrap game? Are we, playing like a hot pad, like unwrap things? We always do a gingerbread house. Like my kids always like, even now, like as adults, are already asking. They do that with my husband.
Mm-hmm.
And it was funny, like, but when they became like teenagers, the gingerbread houses became like different crime scenes. Yeah, they're a little morbid. So like one year, like, because I always would buy like the different themed gingerbread houses because who has the time to make homemade gingerbread when you have kids?
Oh my God, right?
So yeah, I would always buy like the different themed kits. So like one year it was Mario, like all of the video game guys,
Mm-hmm.
and it came with like sprinkles that were little stars, like for Mario. And I always leave them do it. Like I don't. It's like kind of a dad and kid thing, right?
Yeah.
And then I'll come in when they're done for them to show it to me. And like Mario was in like a drug bust, and there was like water.
What?
And then there was another year, I think it was like a Lego themed or something like that. There was a fire because it was like a really tall building. So they melted a bunch of like Jolly Ranchers, like red Jolly Ranchers to make like the fire coming out. Like
Oh my God.
like they get really creative with it. I think there was a murder scene one year. Like there, so
That's
now my daughter, her boyfriend moved in when they graduated from college. So it'll be interesting to see what happens now that Alex is involved in that.
What's the theme this year? Do you know?
I don't have one yet. I have to go. We're going to Sam's Club today, so I figured if I see one, but I always like try to get something that they really liked when they were kids.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But yeah, so that they always do that on Christmas Eve with my husband.
That's fun.
All the stockings, like there's some traditions around decorating because a lot of my holiday decor is passed down from my grandmother. So like I have my grandmother's nativity set that my parents painted. It's all pottery, like
that's cool.
Yeah.
So
my daughter always helps me set that out, and my grandmother, she actually this year, that's one of my holiday things that I want to do. My grandmother did the felting like stitching, and she made stockings for my whole family that way before she passed away. So now that Isabella has a partner, and we're pretty sure it's the life partner.
That's exciting.
Yeah. I bought a felting kit to be able to make that had enough of like, it has like little gingerbreads and birdhouses and stuff like that. And I figured I could do those feltings on the outside of the stockings to like fit with our family stockings. So, so we have that around stockings, but because we're only children, it's kind of like we don't have a big extended family to like do a bunch of like party stuff or anything like that.
Yeah. Are your parents still alive?
Yeah. So my mom, I was sharing earlier, my mom is in a group home. My mom has schizophrenia and manic depression since I'm 2. So she's been in and out of facilities. She's in a good group home now. So she lives about an hour and a half north of me. And then my dad is in Hershey. And he'll usually show up Christmas Day. And then that's about the extent of it. But my mother-in-law, like I'm really close to my mother-in-law. My father-in-law lives with us. So,
lucky.
Yeah. It's always a test. But I get along really well with my mother-in-law, like very well.
That's good.
Yeah.
Not the case for everyone.
No, it's not. I always say that all the time. I'm like, it's one of the things, like I feel so lucky.
Yeah.
That we're really close.
I wish.
What about you, newly married lady? What are your holiday traditions?
Well, So they've changed a little bit over the years because our families are split up differently. You know, like my younger sister lives closer now, which is great, but she's got a 1-year-old, and so she'll sometimes, you know, come here. Like she did last year, but I think she spent Christmas with us, and I think it's, you know, it's like her husband's parents, I think, are gonna fly in and spend Christmas with them. But
Oh, okay.
she's not coming this year, but that's okay. But my grandmom used to host a Christmas Eve party or a Christmas
Oh,
night
yeah.
party
Yeah.
for people who don't have family, you know, who are lonely,
Yeah.
all of that. And my mom kept that tradition alive for a long time. I never met my biological grandmother, my maternal grandmother. She died before I was born, but my mom kept that tradition alive. And I really loved, I mean, you know, Christmas was really special for us because of that, you know. So we always invite, and my mom always had a ton of friends and all that, but you know, we don't have a really big biological family either that's close by, you know, like my
Right.
I have one aunt on my mom's side, I have one aunt on my dad's side, and we're estranged from them because my dad's mom is a nightmare. And she's, you know,
every family has it.
Yeah.
Nothing to be embarrassed about, right?
Oh no, and you know, I'm not
It is what it is.
It is, and honestly, I feel really sad for that side of the family.
Yeah.
That specific that grandmother of mine, she's got her claws in everybody, and it's just really sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't see them. Well, most of them. I do keep in touch with one of my first cousins, and his wife. They're lovely. And I've got another first cousin from my mom's sister. And you know, my aunt is lovely. She's great. And so she always comes with her son, and that's nice. So anyway, we have a party. We have a Christmas Eve and you know, Christmas night.
That's nice.
Yeah, and I have one older sister, and she took it over for a little while. And now that we're settled in a new space, we're gonna host this year.
Yeah, I saw the pictures of your house. It looks like you're making it homey.
Yeah. It's, you know, one piece at a time, right?
Yeah. It's a lifelong thing, kind of. You know,
Yeah.
it changes with your seasons and.
Yeah, like I don't know how people have it together sometimes so fast. That's not me.
Yeah, it's not me either.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like sometimes it's like a collection of your life. Like I look at our house. I mean, I get that some people like move a lot, right?
Yeah.
So, but you know, this is my last house because I told my husband I will never move again.
Yeah.
But we live in the farmhouse, like we live in the house on the farm. So like the house has been through how many generations of his family. And so there's little parts of like every woman that has been the head of this house. There's still little parts of it. And like at first when I was younger, when we moved in, I was like, oh, I feel like none of it is me yet.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. But now like I like the little quirks of some of the things that were like my mother-in-law or like his grandma, you know, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. I love that.
You figure it out over time, what you want to do with different places, you know, of the house.
Yeah. So we do a Christmas Eve party. I'm trying to think. So my maternal grandmother also had this fun tradition. It's like a drawing prompt, and there are
fun.
Yeah, it's really cool. There are 8 or 10. I think there are 8 or 10 different little like. I don't even know how to describe. You know what? I'm just going to show you. I'll be right back.
Okay. not amazing, but not horrible either. Get the hang of this, you guys. What time is it? 1 o'clock.
Okay. Reason I have quick access to this. We did this for our wedding. So this is the prompt, right? You've got like just different little like
Yeah.
Right? And every person just, you don't have to be an artist or whatever, but whatever you see or think of when you see like prompt 1 or 2, you just kind of build off of that, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
And we have a binder that's like this thick that dates back to like the 1960s.
That's so fun.
Before, and you can't look it through the binder until you finish yours.
Oh my gosh, that's
yeah. So we had people drawing all kinds of different things for our wedding and stuff.
I'm sure.
But it was great. It was such a cool tradition.
That's fun.
Yeah. So that's something that we look forward to. But I think my husband and I were talking about it recently, and I think we're going to make some new prompts.
Yeah. That's fun.
Yeah. It's a fun tradition.
Yeah, we do cookies too. Like my grandmother, the one who raised me, she had like a buttermilk sugar cookie. Like it's like it almost like looks like a shortbread almost. It's not like
Yum.
So we always do those. But my daughter is the baker. Like she's so much better at the baking than mom. So she usually shushes me out. Eventually.
Just like, I got this.
Like, I got
out of my way.
Yeah. And then she'll holler for me when it's time to like decorate something or,
That's great.
She loves to bake. She's always like, I feel like it's the little scientist in her that likes to bake.
Mm-hmm. I love that. Okay. I have all of these now, right? Do I have one?
I feel like we're in the season of kind of discovering some of what our traditions are going to be now that they're not little.
Yeah. The shift of the tradition.
Yeah.
Which is a beautiful thing.
Oh, totally.
Like,
I feel like so there. As a mom, I feel like you go through a couple seasons after they're not little anymore. And I can remember like my first Christmas that I was like so sad that they were like, they didn't want to, like, they really didn't hang out with us. They like, there was no magic. It felt, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Right. And I just remember feeling like, oh my gosh, is this how Christmas is always going to be?
Oh no.
Right? Like,
but did you punish them for it?
No, like, like they're just teenagers, like they're just going through what they're going through. They got their toys or whatever they were, and they were like, okay, we're done. Like, see ya. Yeah. Right? Yeah. And then like now we went through the season where they're in college, and like especially Isabella, because she was 7 hours away. It never felt like the Christmas season, even though she's on break. It never really felt like we could really feel like we're here because we'd have to move her back. Right. Where my son is, he goes to school only like 45 minutes away. So he's home every weekend. So it feels different now that she's moved home. Like I'm kind of really looking forward to like kind of reestablishing some holiday traditions now that she's home. Yeah.
Well, and when you start integrating new family members and stuff,
too, you bring in traditions from other people, like
and it's like you don't get your kids every year. Yeah. Or like I've spent Thanksgiving with Andrew's family for like the last 3 years. But
they're gonna go up there because he's from upstate New York.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to go up to his family because they do a really big Thanksgiving thing and we don't.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's nice too.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're ready to be fused. Okay. I guess I could just fuse these.
So do you put up a real tree or do you have a...
No, we put up a fake tree. We don't like the farms that are here are, I don't know. And hauling it up everywhere we've lived has always been up high.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, we're not like in a house. So it would be a lot to have a real tree.
Yeah.
And I found
I'm at this stage where I'm like, I just want a fake tree.
mm-hmm.
And my husband's like, absolutely not. So
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't think I've ever had a real tree in my home. I think one of a former boyfriend and I picked out a real tree once, but it went in his apartment.
Right.
But like, I don't think I've ever had a real tree in wherever I'm living. And, you know, we just moved into this place in May and it's got, 11-foot ceilings.
Yeah.
So if we have a 7.5-foot tree, it's,
and they're pricey. They're so expensive anymore.
They are. So
I know, like, I understand what it takes, as a farmer. Like, they put a lot of time and effort into them, and you have to also keep them from getting eaten by all sorts of pests.
Yeah.
But it's like, you might as well just go and spend the money on a fake one, and you'll have it for the next 10 years, you know?
Yeah. So I just kind of kept my eyes on Facebook Marketplace for a 9-foot tree.
Yep.
And I found one for $50.
Good deal.
It's pre-lit. It's like one of the nicest trees I've seen that's pre-lit. Like you don't have to plug anything in.
Oh, that's
from
nice.
section to section. You just put I guess it's something on the inside or wherever it connects is how they light up, but it's amazing. And it's so much easier.
Yeah.
So that was a steal. I couldn't believe it. We were like, yeah.
It's a marketplace. You never know what you're gonna find.
Yeah, like this guy was going through a divorce, and he was just like, I'm not gonna keep this tree. Kids are all grown, and we were like, well, that'd be amazing for us because we don't have,
Yeah.
We don't have one. So
perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I always grew up with a fake tree, but my husband, they always had real trees, and so from the time we moved in together, our first tree was like out of the woods here on the farm, and the we didn't even have like the proper like base. He used an old wheel from a car to like prop it up.
That's great.
There's a little bowl underneath the wheel to water it. But it was definitely a Charlie Brown tree for sure.
That's amazing. Charlie Brown. Love Charlie Brown. Oh Lord, did I not? Oh, I hope I saved this.
does everybody else have in the comments? If you put up a Christmas tree, what do you have? A real tree or a fake tree?
Yes, or any fun, interesting traditions?
Yeah, or traditions that you have.
We also open a present on Christmas Eve. Just one.
That we do that too. Yeah, we do that too. When the kids were little, it was usually pajamas or an ornament. Um, but now, like, I have to think about that actually. I'm glad you said something. I have to think, what am I going to do this year? One year I did like those hot cocoa like in a jar. You know, like I dressed it all up and then they each got mugs.
That's nice. I love a Christmas mug. Ooh, Nicole has a beautiful fake flocked tree. Those are so pretty.
Ooh, flocked. Those are really pretty.
Oh, I need to order tags.
Yeah, I wanted to. My son's college isn't far from Sam's Club, so I was like, we need to do Sam's Clubs this week and Costco next week so that we're not there. For some reason, the past couple of years, we've like forgotten to go, and we're there like the week before Thanksgiving.
Oh no, nightmare!
I don't want to do that.
No. The parking, the lines.
Yep, it's just
nope.
It's too much.
Chaos. Does anybody else have any fun traditions? Let's see, where is... There we go.
I kind of want to do, you know, this is one thing I wanted to actually do with my daughter. I love to make, my daughter's a crocheter. And I don't know if you've seen this, but paper garlands are like back in a fierce way. And I was like, I really want to do like either some like fabric garlands or we use some like canvas or something like those wraps. And then she has so much yarn too. Like we could maybe do like a crochet chain something. So I want to make some garlands. That's like this year. I feel like that would be. She also like our basement. We've set up half of it is like my workshop for when we ship that fabric, and the other half is her little like living room. So she also now has a little area that she can decorate. So I think it would be fun if we made some garlands to hang from her ceiling and made it not look so much like a basement.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of garland.
Yeah, a lot of garlands.
You could use woven so long as you use pinking shears.
Yeah. I saw somebody did one. I mean, it definitely would take, it would be like if you wanted to keep it longer. I saw someone do, have you seen the like quilted letters that they cut out with the pinking shears?
Yeah.
I saw someone do where they just made like strips. They put a piece of Velcro at either end. So they just made like long strips like this and they had Velcro and then you could use it over and over again.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. So, I mean, if I want to get crazy about it, if I get all my if I get all my other stuff done,
Get everything else done first.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I'm cutting out a wholesale scrunchie order right now. That's not due until the beginning of December, but still, if I don't do this now, I'm gonna forget. I mean, I won't forget, but I will get
distracted with other things.
Yes. Yeah. And then I'll remember and be upset I didn't do this sooner. 7. Eight. 9. Is it 18 every 2 yards? Let me see.
I guess I do simmer pots this time of year a lot more. I don't know. Do you do that at all? Where you put a bunch of simmer pots, so like buy oranges, like to make your house smell Christmassy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I do that a lot this time of year.
Yeah. I love
so, like, oranges and cinnamon sticks
and clove.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2, 4. Okay, 35. 6.
I would like to, we have a bunch of cedar trees and like pine trees in our yard. This is what my grandmother used to do. This is she would make like the pine boughs for like on your windows.
Oh yeah.
I did it last year. I did a garland last year, like around our front porch. But I think next weekend, if it's nice, I'm gonna try to get the kids out with me and maybe we can make some.
Do you ever do like a Yule log?
So my mother-in-law, when she was remarried, before her husband had passed away, he has 2 boys, and so the one boy he loved to bake too. We went to high school together, so it was kind of like we all knew each other. But he always did the Yule log, and ever since then we don't do it. It's like one of those things when someone isn't there anymore.
Aww.
You know. Mm-hmm. But Izzy might get into that because that's the baking thing.
Oh, I mean like a real.
You mean like a physical Yule log?
Yeah, not a baked one.
I've not done a physical Yule log. We don't have a like. Do you do like you mean like a centerpiece Yule log or one in a fireplace?
Both.
Yeah, we've never done it in a fire because we don't have we have like a gas fireplace, so it wouldn't work. I have done it when the kids were younger where I made like a centerpiece for a Yule log. I just don't have that crafty time anymore.
Yeah.
I don't make the crafty time.
Yeah, my younger sister lives on a couple acres of land near Natural Bridge in Virginia.
Uh-huh.
And she does a Yule log.
Yeah.
And they burn it outside.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
We used to have like a fire pit right out back. But then my dye workshop took over.
Uh-huh. Yep.
It's all about priorities, Erin.
Oh, I know that. 8. And it's okay for the seasons to change, you know?
Yep.
I love that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay, we got 50. $14 more.
Oh my goodness.
This would be daunting if I didn't do it. I'm gonna do half now.
Yep. So these are scrunchies?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's that?
4. 5. 6. 7. 11. 12. 13. Okay. 14. I'm gonna cut a couple extra just in case.
So are these to take to your show?
No, this is a wholesale order.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. A girlfriend of mine opened a bakery.
Oh, nice.
And she got Halloween scrunchies, and now we have Christmas ones.
Fun.
Yes, 64 of them.
That's great.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot, but
yeah, but still, that's great.
I'm happy about it.
Yeah. I feel like more little shops are like starting to like feature like artists, like handcrafts and stuff. At least like, here in Pennsylvania, because we have such a large Amish and Mennonite culture, it didn't seem like, I don't know, it didn't seem to catch on kind of like some of that vibe. And I feel like now I'm seeing more and more like consignment collected and, you know, places where people like put their handmade stuff.
Yeah.
I
gotta iron the satin. Cut them out.
I love my velvet ones that I have with you.
Yeah. I don't make scrunchies anymore. I'm making them for her, but I don't make them for anybody else.
Yeah.
I am going to make some for Jade because she wants some. We're going to
Yep.
But that's it. Because I don't really love doing this.
Right.
I'd rather be, like it's just, maybe it's like it's too easy.
Right.
And for the time it takes, I'm just like, I could be sewing something else that I love sewing.
Well, and it's okay to move on from things,
Mm-hmm.
I think sometimes we get so stuck in thinking we have to stay where we're at, but everybody grows, especially in your sewing. I feel like we're going through a season of that in the community with like bag makers because so many people became bag makers in 2020. And I see a lot more bag makers like testing new techniques and new things.
Yep. Okay.
I will say the one thing about your kid coming home from college is the dishes. The amount of dishes that are in my house anymore.
Oh no.
Ah.
Oh no.
When it's like only you, like it's only me and Deej, like, like you're not making meals anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like, oh my gosh, I forgot.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, can I hire a maid? Can I afford someone to come and do this?
I would be making my children. I'd be like, you
Oh no, they do it. They do it too. But like,
no, I know what you mean though.
It's just like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they do it or not. It's like every time I go downstairs, there's more dishes in the sink.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh my God, these are going to be cute. Oh Lord. Okay, this is a lot to iron. Oh boy. Okay, gotta make more room. More room, please. Okay, so let's see.
So do you have more space to sew in your space now than what you had?
Yeah. Well, I've got, there's definitely much more room. Yeah. I need to get some more organizational things, but other than that, yeah. Lots of room.
That's
a lot more storage, which is nice.
Yeah. That's what I'm lacking. My little space here. I can't wait till my building is done, but like I said last night, it's the back working. My husband works a full-time job, and until he works on it on little spaces of free time he has.
Yeah.
So, and we're not going anywhere, so it's all right.
You got time.
Yep.
Sybil says, I can't make a scrunchie to save my life. I bet you could.
I think you can, Sybil.
They're not hard. You could do it.
I've seen the things Sybil makes. I'm pretty sure she can make a scrunchie.
Yes. All right, Krista Weaver. We made a popcorn and cranberry garland one year. My brother and so kept eating the popcorn and cranberries. They made a mess because my mom didn't know they were supposed to be dried first. Oh no!
Oh. Yeah.
I grew up going. Okay, so Patricia. I grew up going to the mountains and cutting down our tree and hauling it down the mountain. We would make a big tradition and meal over the fire. Now I have a fake tree.
Yeah, I would say I feel like it kind of does that to people. The work we did one year, we went to one of the farms that like you go out and you pick it type of thing. And of course it's like when they were little, so my daughter, like she really, that is a tradition too. They take turns picking our tree every year.
That's cool.
They keep track of every year, even now as grown adults, when we go get our tree, like they're like, oh, it's your turn, you get to pick whatever one you want. But the one year it was my son's turn and we hiked, like he could not make a decision. He was like 8 or 9 and it was just like trying to find the perfect, like he found everything wrong with every tree.
Oh no.
We're like finally like, just pick one.
Just pick it. Driving us crazy. That's funny.
The other holiday craft I've seen a lot lately is, I guess it is like flocking, but it's like the fake snow where they're like glittering things. Have you seen it? It's like little crystal stuff. My Nana used to do it on like Easter eggs. She used to take like foam eggs and cut out like napkins and decoupage them, and then you roll them in this glitter stuff.
Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of like holiday crafts with that this year. Too. Like I feel like some of like the retro styled.
It's coming back.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to do one last one. It is 1:30, so I'm going to do one last one, and then we'll wrap up.
You got to scoot.
And then I'll show you guys where I'm at with this. I have to serge it up, but I have black thread on my serger, so I'm going to have to change it out before I do that. I'm going to do this next Sunday too, Erin, so
yeah.
I'm doing it until I have all my stuff done. I figured this is what I'm doing on my lot Sunday.
Okay.
Welcome to join me if you're around.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, what's going on here? I think if I can master this, then maybe I can justify telling my husband I want one of those. I just said it earlier, where it's like the the hook latch sewing machines.
Where you like hold the bars or whatever.
Yes.
Those things are amazing.
I know. I've wanted one for a while now, but then I'm like, where would I put it? I don't have
Mm-hmm.
how often would it be used? Like, I feel
Yeah.
like it's one of those things, like if I was doing shows, like it makes sense to like take to a show and have that you can do like monogramming right there and whatnot.
That's cool.
But I'm going to QuiltCon in February with Sybil.
What?
Yeah.
Where's
First
that?
time. It's in Raleigh.
In North Carolina?
Yeah.
That's not far from me.
No. I think Jordan is driving up to it too.
Oh man.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I was talking to April Milton.
Yeah.
And she lives in Tennessee, like 6.5 hours away from me, which is not too bad. So
Yep.
I think we're gonna try to have a sew hang, like meet in the middle.
Yeah, that would be fun,
right?
I know what Sybil's gonna say next. She's gonna say, Jenna, when are you planning something on the East Coast? And I'm gonna say, when I have, when I get the guts. Let's say that.
I know.
It's a lot. It's so much to plan something. You know, like
it is. I just want to have a Sew Bestie hang. Like, bring your machine. We're getting a cabin for the weekend.
Yep.
We're just gonna hang out.
Yep. Yeah, I feel like that's like to make it. I don't want to have to feel obligated to make it worth people's while. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like there's a lot of pressure on that.
Yeah,
and
like exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like I already have enough of pressure with running a business. Like I didn't start a business to run events. You know? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. Maybe someday. But
yeah, I'd like to.
All right, here it is. Here she is.
Oh my gosh.
I feel it's definitely like retro Girl Scout.
I love it. Can you bring it closer?
Yeah.
It looks so good, Jenna.
I think I did okay with the.
You did phenomenally. Are you kidding? That's amazing. I love it.
It's definitely different to applique on the sweatshirt than it is like on the bag fabric, because the bag fabric I had like the fusible fleece underneath, so it's a little bit sturdier on the sweatshirt, but it is what it is. I might add, I don't know if I'll add more in the center here. I have two more things. I don't know if it needs it. I don't think it does.
I love it.
Just abstract and good.
I think it looks great, and it looks like there's a nice balance of everything.
I tried to make sure my mother is well endowed like me. I tried to make sure there was no snowflakes in the wrong areas on the sweatshirt too.
Oh my gosh.
You know, like you have to kind of think about that as well.
Yep. Yeah, you can't have snowflake headlights.
All right. Well, that's a wrap for me. Erin, thanks for popping in.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was
well, that was
late. I know. Well, I'm glad I checked, because I was like, maybe like I feel like she would have said something to me if something happened.
For sure. Now, I have all of these scheduled. I probably gave you the wrong one, like for next week or something. That's so it is what it is.
It is.
But I'm glad we got to hang out a little bit, because we talk once in a while.
Yeah.
usually over something Harry Potter oriented.
I know.
But I always enjoy sharing with so
Me,
talented.
me too. Me too. All right, girlfriend. Well, good luck at Costco.
Go Sam's Club this time.
Oh,
When you have a
Sam's Club.
roll
Yes.
of people in your house, it's just the way it rolls. And
Yeah.
grateful and thankful that we can do it.
Yes, for sure.
It's quite expensive right now for all of those things too.
Yep, it is.
Well, thanks everybody. I hope other people got some holiday sewing done as well. And we'll be back. I'll be back for sure. But Erin's invited, and you all are invited as well. If anyone ever, I'm not like, you don't have to be a someone, if that's what you want to call us, Erin. People know our faces, but if you want to come live with me, just message me. We'll make it happen. I think
everybody's welcome.
Yeah. So, all right, everybody. Have a great Sunday.
Bye, Jenna.
All right. I just ended.